have a warning. Don't be doomed by the devil's day, Halloween. The name Halloween is short for Hallowed Eve. This harkens back to when the Catholic Church declared November 1 to be All Saints' Day. That happened back in 835 AD. So the hallowed evening, the night before, was contracted to the more simple form, Halloween. What images come to mind when you hear the word Halloween? Death, darkness, gloom, doom, zombies, the undead, witches, ghosts, spiders, skeletons. I issue a challenge. Name one redeeming aspect of Halloween. It's a day all about evil. Halloween is the devil's day. Halloween is the second most important day, by the way, for classical Satanists, second only to one's birthday. Of course, the birthday comes first because Satanists are all about being self-centered. But Halloween is also the high unholy day of witchcraft. That dates back to the 3rd century BC and the ancient Druids of Ireland and Celtic Gaul. The choice of date was rooted in agrarian cultures for whom this time of year was a season of cold and increasing darkness. It was believed to be the time when the veil between the living and the dead was most thin. It was a season when dead ancestors could come back to haunt the living, to trick them, unless, of course, they were treated. Well, think about this. If Halloween is indeed the devil's day, why did Satan need a particular day to focus on evil? The answer is simple. Satan abides by what I call the law of conservation of evil energy. You see, the devil isn't omnipotent. God is. God alone is all-powerful all the time. Not a single day since creation has the Almighty been bereft of His total power over creation. He has always had on every day unlimited power and authority. By the way, authority is the right to act, and power is the ability to enforce an action. Let me give you an example. A policeman may pull you over for speeding because he has the authority to do so. His badge and gun means he also has the power to make you stop. Well, that's the difference between power and authority. Omnipotent, that word comes from the Latin omnis, which means all, and potens, meaning powerful. Though the word omnipotent isn't in the Bible, the word almighty is. It appears in virtually every book of the Old Testament, and a total of 345 times in the Bible. El Shaddai, most of you know that from the song, it means God most powerful or God Almighty. So being omnipotent means God can do what He wants, when He wants to do it, except that He cannot do what is logically inconsistent with His nature. In other words, He can't make the earth flat or a round circle square. Most important, though, He can't forgive sin without a sacrifice. As it says in Hebrews 9:22, and according to the law, almost all things are purified with blood, and without shedding of blood there is no remission. It's an old English reference to the word forgiveness, remission, forgiveness. At some point in antiquity, Satan selected the autumnal season, which we now know as Halloween. It was to be the time to marshal his forces. We don't really know what the demonic logic was, but we do see the consequences of this choice. Horror movies of hocus pocus, fear, and fright are everywhere. Symbols of witchcraft and divination abound. Death, terror, it's on everyone's mind. You see, the devil must conserve his evil energy. He can't do this evil at the same intensity every day. People would tire of it. It wouldn't be special anymore to dress your child as a witch and mimic haunting spirits of the netherworld. But one day each year, and in fact, it's actually the space between the 1st of September and October 31, that is the time when fearfulness and dread, vampires and ghosts are the most prevalent. I may sound a little bit like a curmudgeon, but I don't even like churches trying to co-opt the day with a fall festival of fun and games. Why acknowledge the night at all? However, even Protestants can honor the saints of old. That's not exclusively a Catholic thing. How about spending the evening reading the epistles of Paul? There's a saint we can all honor. As for the rest of you, keep your conical hats and witches' brooms. I don't want your bats and your booze, your tall tales and haunted houses, your apparitions and spooky owls. I and my family declare with Joshua, verse 24:15, as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord on Halloween and every day.
Your financial support and prayers make it possible for us to bring hope for the hurting and freedom to those in spiritual bondage. For the latest information regarding ministry outreaches, go to boblarson.org or call 303-980-1511.